What's going on YouTube? Before we jump into the rest of this video, I want to tell you guys about the commuter speaker by Cove Audio. Look guys, shit happens. You might be working in your garage, listening to music, you forget where you place this thing and you back over it with your truck. A piano that they're moving randomly in a warehouse parking lot might just snap and fall. Or maybe something a little bit more simple. You go to the beach and you actually get like sand and water all over your speaker and it breaks. If you bought one of the $400 or $500 Bose speakers, you'd be real pissed off. But this speaker is honestly just as good. It's $200. With my discount code JOEKNOWS, you get 65% off. It drops it down to $70. While I can't promise that nothing bad's ever gonna happen to your speaker, I can promise you you're gonna be a lot less upset if you spent $70 and not like $400, $500, $600. Would this thing actually survive being run over by a... Hey, I need you for, what are you doing? Doesn't matter. I need you for an experiment. Scientific, very important. Dang it. What's up YouTube? So it has been raining in Houston for 4 days now, 5 days. It flooded. It has definitely put a damper on making videos. Lucky for me, this morning, one of my favorite people in the car world, Ramsey, reached out to me and was like, hey, swing by the dealership. I have something to show you. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And he said it's in a very familiar color. All I have with me is my camera and my drone, so depending on what it is, I think you guys are just gonna get a vlog. So if it's what I think it is, would I trade this in on that? Probably not. No, probably not.
This unfamiliar glare blocks me out, I'm blinded.
It's exactly what I thought it was. I don't think I'm supposed to park over here, but I'm just gonna park right here and say fuck it. What's up? How are you? Good, good. Oh, this is like night and day. How have I not, like, I'm like the Porsche guy, and I haven't even, this is the first one I've seen.
Well, thanks for the spin, yeah?
Yeah?
Why not?
Really? Guys, I had no clue they were gonna let me drive this thing. I thought I was just like coming to take a look at it. If I would have known, I would have brought everything I need to do a review. Oh, this is so much more comfortable than my car. So, Ramsey's kind of a midget, so. Okay, AC ASAP, because it is 105 degrees outside. This is insane. Okay, if I would have known I was driving this car, I would have brought like my whole camera mount and stuff. I'm gonna do an entire review over this car coming very soon. Right now, this is gonna be a vlog comparing that to this, because I do have a couple friends that traded in their GT3s and GT3RSs for the 992, just because it's a whole new car. Like, okay.
Moments later.
Like a drive mode button now, or I can go, where's sport? Sport plus. Hoping it's still in auto because I have one hand, because I'm an idiot and didn't bring my mount, so I'm vlogging and driving. Don't do this at home, by the way. Oh, she goes. It doesn't feel that far off my RS, surprisingly enough. Outside of this thing is still unmistakably a 911. The inside though, this is mind-blowing to me. Like, it feels a lot bigger in here. The center console doesn't have that whole like sweeping up motion that they used to have. It's a lot more flat, and it kind of gives the cockpit a lot more room. It's hard to like, I've only, you know, I'm driving for 5 minutes. I'm not doing a full review today. But in the 5 minutes, I can tell you that it's still a 911. It's just a new 911, and it feels like they took the dial and they turned it a little bit further. This thing is all new, like 100% new. And it's in the best color you can possibly have, so you know, like, how can you go wrong? There's plenty to show you guys on the outside, but the inside is like, that's what's blowing me away right now. This screen is so much nicer than the one I have. All of these buttons used to be, like in my car, they're here and they're all mechanical. Now they're all digital. And then this is what's really blowing my mind. So this is the new gauge cluster. In my car, there's 5 gauges. And that's kind of been like a forever thing in 911s. Now we have 2 digital ones on this side. Our main tack is still physical. I can still touch this. And then on this side, we have 1 big screen. This is gonna be controversial to all the diehard Porsche guys, because that is not the norm for a 911. This whole car is gonna be a little controversial for like the diehard Porsche guys, because like this is, I think this is where we're gonna start seeing the 911 leave its heritage and start turning into something else. But I gotta say, I'm kind of on board with the something else factor. Look at the shift knob. This is completely different. I guess no more shifting with the thing though, which that kind of sucks. No clue what these do, and I assume they have something to do with this one over here because they're all the same. Okay, so you can just assign them to a function, but they're not like the M buttons in the BMW where you can like set one up to automatically turn off TC and stuff. This little drive knob is actually pretty badass too because I have multiple options now. It's kind of like the Range Rover where I have, oh, there is an individual setting. Okay, so you can actually go in here and set, well, how do I set that? I wonder if this is kind of a symbol that the manual's going away because I don't know how they would make a manual transmission look good with this setup. Because I doubt, you know, they're not going to get rid of these side panels, so it's got to go somewhere in here. And then it's not enough room, I don't think, to actually, like, you know, or maybe these will be removed. I don't, maybe that's kind of like a precursor to the fact that this 992 is not going to have a manual option at all. All right, I found a flaw, a pretty big flaw. The price. This car is $113,000, but with a couple basic options. Like, there's nothing crazy on this thing. $140,000 US. I remember a time, the 997 Turbo S, I think that was $140,000. The 991 GT3, like the one I used to have, I think my car was a 138 sticker. You're telling me this Carrera S is more than the last gen GT3? That's a little bit of a shot in the head, because like that's a lot of money. It's not slow by any means, but it's not on the level of, I mean, 443 horsepower, 390 foot-pounds of torque. In this price range, you're not beating your competition. The AMG GT has, what, 100 more horsepower for the same price? A GTR would probably walk away from this thing. The new Corvette will probably kick its ass for half the price. I think that price might be a little much for a base 911. Or, I mean, I get the S isn't the base car, but it kind of is. Like, there's, I mean, there is a Carrera, but most people are gonna go for the S to get their feet wet. Like, this is, wow. That's a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. Like, holy shit. Oh my God, actual door. I haven't actually had a door handle on a Porsche in a while. Okay, and then outside, completely different car as well, but in true Porsche fashion, it's still a 911. Like, you can't really tell until I start pointing stuff out to you. So 992, the 991.2, which is the last generation, last year of that generation. So if you look at the front end of this thing, super squared off, like angular, looks a lot more modern, techy, and this is a lot more bubbly. It looks like a facelift, but it's a completely new car. It's not even like, I don't think this car shares any parts with this car. Even the side mirrors, the windows, the roofline. The service guys were telling me that the engine in this thing is even mounted differently, and there's like a whole different process to get the engine out of this than there is in the old car. Ramsey told, I don't know if he was just fucking with me or not, but he said 992 because it's a 992 Carrera. I don't know if they actually did that, but there are 9 fins on this side, 9 on this side, and 2 taillights in between. If that is true, it's pretty cool, I guess. Spoiler used to be like half this size, so a lot shorter and a lot narrower. So when this thing's up, yeah, so there you can see the spoiler is huge, and this is just a Carrera, so you can imagine on the Turbo or Turbo S, it would be like twice that size. Would I trade my RS in on a 992? No. Maybe when the RS model of that comes out. Honestly, I think seeing this car now, I'm gonna try to get my hands on a manual because I have a feeling that this might be one of the last manual generation Porsches out there. So whether it's a Speedster or just a GT3, I don't know. Also, it is 97 degrees outside. I don't know why I complain about this in every video, but it's middle of September. I've lived here for 25 years. My entire life, I have lived in Houston. I'm melting. I will never get used to this shit. I need to move. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I didn't want to give away too much on the 992. I just wanted to get my hands on it and take you guys along for the ride. I talked to Ramsey, and he has agreed that we are going to take both the 992 and the 992 cab out for a full review. So if you want to see that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment down below. I'm going to end this with, you know what, if you're new to the channel, you haven't heard my car. AWE hooked it up with an exhaust, and not bad, right? I'm gonna end it with driving clips. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I don't think our neighbors like me very much, but catch you guys later.